Greetings. Today we're going to make a short video to demonstrate how easy it is to create a package or an application inside of SCCM, MECM using the FEAR software automated application packaging. First thing to note is we've already created the needed file shares, specified the proper permissions so that the site server and the user can go ahead and properly create the directory structure that SCCM needs to go ahead and use that as the source location. We've also go ahead and create a Dropbox that we've specified in our configuration. I'm going to start the software right now. We're going to do a quick gander at that configuration so that you guys can see what we're talking about. So, as you can see, right now we have the site server, the package source, which is where all the software is going to end up. We have the template program ID as well as the template name. We haven't specified the SharePoint site or the SharePoint user. And we specified the Dropbox location, which is this location right here. The software is currently monitoring that location, waiting for us to go ahead and drop a file into it. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with Firefox. We're going to copy it, and we're going to drop that bad boy right into the Dropbox location. You can see that it's detected it. We're using Firefox because it does have file information that is different than what we might want to have in it, so it gives us an opportunity to go ahead and validate what we're going to be putting into the SCCM system. And what we're going to do is we're going to change information that we don't want for the package. We're also going to update the command line because we know that if we want to run it silently, it takes a /s. So we got our file version, the vendor, the language, the product, the file name that we're actually reading, the description. We could put this as the setup file. We got the program name, we got the silent, and we don't have an uninstall string. We're going to go ahead and click the create button, and we're going to watch as the product goes ahead. We already created the program. It's already on ahead, and let's create the package. So you can see it's now Firefox is inside of the system. We'll take a look at some of the properties that we've populated using the information that we gathered with the software. Our data source is the location. You can see it is now shows up. It has a directory structure that's fairly consistent and easy for us to navigate through. It has the vendor, the product, and the current version of the product. Okay. We'll take a look at the program. And as you can see, again, we have the program name, we have the correct command line, and information that was read from our program template, making it easily repeatable. All right. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing with an MSI file. So you can drop that in. Oops. Can't just drop it in. We have to copy it in, paste. And what this does is it prevents us from accidentally taking our only source information and just go ahead and dropping it in. Because what we do is when we're done, we go ahead and delete stuff out of the Dropbox. So by making sure that we copy it in instead of just moving it in, what we're doing is we're ensuring that it doesn't actually delete the only source files that you may have. All right, so it's gone through and it's detected an incoming file. In this case, because it's an MSI, we could use the package model if we wanted to, or we can use the application model. So we've already created a package. We're going to head and kick over to the application model, and we're going to see that the information, we have the product name, which is read from the installer database. We have the manufacturer, we have the version, we have the product code, and we have some standard information that we're pre-populating for the command line, which is quiet, no restart, and then the information about the MSI itself. So we'll click create. We'll allow it to go ahead and create the application. It's done. You go into the applications and you can see that it's there now. We take a look at the source. You can see the FEAR software is now there. And let's take a look at the actual application itself. And you can see that we've gone through and we've populated the information, and you can see how fast this is. It will reduce the amount of time it takes for you to go ahead and get your initial application and package set up. And that's pretty much it. This will save you lots of time, and it probably takes your time to create an application or package down from maybe 4 or 5 minutes down to under a minute. If you are creating lots of applications and lots of packages, or even if you just want to avoid typing errors as you go through and create those applications and packages, this is the product that you'll want to use, because it just streamlines it. It makes it nice and easy for you to do so. Thank you for listening to the content, and if you have any feedback, feel free to go ahead and drop me a note.